Hi guys, what's going on? Today I'm uploading or doing a new video. It's quite a long time since I made my last video about my monitor. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'll put a link into the description box, and maybe I will be able to do a little, like this little description button, so you can directly click on it and see it. So if you're looking for a new monitor, this is one that is really good. And I also want to say thank you if you have seen it, because I would say the video blew up quite a bit. It has around 75,000 clicks by now, which is quite a lot. And yeah, I want to thank everyone for seeing it. I hope I could help you if you were looking for a new monitor and looking for some information. The reactions were quite positive, and I have read a lot of comments that said that I could help the people with deciding for or against monitor. A lot of people bought the monitor because they were impressed. So yeah, I'm quite happy that I could help you, because I was also not thinking that so many people will see the video. But yeah, I'm very happy, and yeah, it was really nice. So today I'm showing you my phone I'm using like recently or right now. It's the Samsung Galaxy S8. I got it in 2017. And back then it was the best, or one of the best smartphones you could get, with one of the best processors, one of the best screens, one of the best cameras, everything. But now it's nearly 4 years old, and I'm really starting to feel that it's getting slower and slower. So like around since half a year ago, I can really feel that it gets slower. And I'm not really quite sure why, but I would say until it was around 3 years old, everything was really good. And I was quite impressed that I could use this phone for so long. But it got slower now, and also my battery is draining faster, although it has a capacity of around 88%, from what my AccuBattery app is reading. But yeah, I was a little bit confused. So in this video I'm going to show you how the smartphone was like behaving before the fresh install, because I was fresh installing the phone. I deleted everything and did a new configuration and manually set up my Google account again, and did not like put a backup back on it with all the apps that I had. And yeah, and then I'll show you how the phone will be after the fresh install. But from what I can, or what I've noticed now, it feels like it's a little bit faster again. So the animations are smoother, and the apps are also starting a little bit faster sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And by the time I'm recording this first part of the audio, I haven't used the phone for so long, so the fresh install is around 2 hours ago. So I can't really tell if the battery is lasting longer or not, but I will definitely check it out in the next few days. And then I will add my experiences, and I can then tell you if the smartphone holds for a longer time or not. But maybe yes, I think it can be that the battery will last longer, that the smartphone will hold longer on one charge, and that would be really nice, because by now the battery wasn't that good anymore. Alright, so 2 weeks have passed since I freshly reinstalled my phone. And in those two weeks where I used the phone, I have experienced quite a difference to before the fresh install. So now I'm confident that I can tell you what changed and how it affected the usage of the phone. So one point that was irritating before the fresh install was that my battery life wasn't that long anymore. I couldn't get through the day on one charge, and that changed now. My battery life is significantly longer than before. I can show you in the AccuBattery app. First, my AccuBattery app said before the fresh install that my battery like battery life was at around 88%. That is not the case anymore. It tells me that my battery has a capacity of 83% of its original capacity. So that's a difference, which is okay. I mean, yeah, my phone is older, but the battery was changed around 1.5 years ago. And that's quite crazy that my battery is, after 1.5 years, only at 83%, which is 2,484 milliampere hours of capacity, where it should have 3,000 milliamps. So that's a difference. But anyway, when it comes to how long the battery holds now, because of what apps use, how much CPU power and so, the difference is quite significant. So before, the time with the, like how long the battery was holding when the screen was on was 4 hours and 8 minutes. That's now 5 hours and 11 minutes. But the bigger change is when the screen is off, because I'm not using my phone all the time, or not having the screen on all the time. So the time with the screen off was 16 hours and 8 minutes before, and now it's 35 hours and 17 minutes, which shows that some apps used a lot of battery in the background. And the combined time was 8 hours and 38 minutes, which fits greatly to my experience, because I wasn't getting through the day on one phone charge. And now it's 16 hours and 7 minutes, which is already like showing with what I experience, because now I can charge my phone through the night, like pull out the plug in the morning and get through it and get through the day. And in the evening I'm at, like, I don't know, sometimes 20%, sometimes 0, but I'm getting roughly through the day, and that's quite a significant change, I would say. So besides the battery life, there are 2 improvements I want to talk about, and that is the storage usage and the performance. So when it comes to storage, as you can probably tell, there's a lot more free space now. So before, my phone was quite full with lots of apps and their stored cache, and now all of that is gone. I can show you. So before, my storage was pretty full, and now I'm only using around 15 gigabyte with a few installed apps that I'm using. Right now, when I'm using my fresh installed phone for around a month, and I already installed the typical apps, so Tidal for music, Google Chrome, using Google Photos, Instagram, Reddit, TikTok, Snapchat, and so on, I'm already using 17.4 gigabytes only for apps, as opposed to the 2.86 gigabyte before, which is quite a difference. But my free space is still 35.2 gigabytes. So that shows that a lot of junk has been removed, and it would be at least hard to remove all the apps, like, or all the data one for one without fresh installing the phone. So that's a really, really big point. The second thing is the performance, as I said. I haven't made any measurements on this. I can only tell like how it feels for me. But I would say that the phone feels like snappier. Apps start faster, or it feels like they start faster. I feel like I'm having nearly no lags anymore, as before there was some times where the phone was just hanging, and I had to wait until the app just like moved on. So that is gone now. When I'm having this, it's very few times. So that's a big improvement. And all in all, I can say that I'm pretty happy with fresh installing the phone, because it gives me a better feeling. In summary, I would say that it was a good thing to reinstall everything. If you want to do it, please make sure to make a proper backup, or at least like save all your important files. So before I was taking all my photos from the phone, you can put them either on your SD card, or even better if you just like put them on a computer. Redundancy is always a good thing, so keep your data stored in multiple places, so that you are like, if one device crashes, that you still have your data and it's not gone. So that's a tip from me. What else can I say? I think reinstalling the phone gave me some time to use it for longer until I buy a new one. I'm still thinking about getting a new phone, like an iPhone, I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it to everyone who feels like his or her phone is not fast anymore. So you can just try it out, it's free. It's a little bit of time consuming because you have to back up everything and reinstall like the phone, and then reinstall all your apps and configure everything again. But for me it was definitely worth it. So if you liked the video, I would be happy if you give me a like. If you want to see more videos of this style, you can press the subscribe button. If you want to tell me something, like what you liked or what you disliked, please tell me in the comments. I'm very happy reading them. And yeah, if you have like some ideas or topics that you would like to see, you can also write them in the comments. I'm always like happy if you give me something, and I'm always happy if I can see that I could help anyone with a specific problem. But yeah, that's it. And I would say bye, and I see you in the next video, hopefully.